Hi guys, welcome to week 7 of our journey to the 2020 Canine Biathlon. This is the week that I got my ish together. Welcome to the Adventure Dog Feels. If you haven't noticed, I got a new recording space. So got the gallery wall up. This is the first iteration of our logo and I'm super excited for it. And we'll keep building this out, but at least I have a steady place to record for you. I think I have the mic on too, so let's hope. If not, this is not gonna be the best audio. Anyways, week 7. What can I say about week 7? It is finally the week that I get my ish together. And, you know, when I started this, I started knowing that I was gonna have a very emotional journey in regards to a personal matter that started a long time ago. I knew I was gonna be facing a decision on a 10.5-year relationship, and I thought that that wasn't weighing really heavily on me, but as I review the footage each week and as I really have dived into this program, I realized, crap, I was giving, you know, all the energy that I had, but it truly was half the energy that I should be giving it. And that reflected itself in both the filming and the journey. And, you know, I'm not this amazing fit freak because, you know, that happens in 7 weeks. But every bit of this came to fruition on New Year's Day, which is actually this week. So I'm filming at the end of the week. And if you can't tell, my heat's out, I'm freezing. So, but I'm filming this at the end of the week and, you know, I killed it this week. I truly did. This week, you know, I knew the final decision was coming New Year's Day, but I kind of saw the writing on the wall over the last couple weeks as he's been back in town and we've been able to have these amazing deep conversations, but we found that we just stood at 2 different places and those places just weren't gonna walk the same path. So I got that, you know, final clarity. He left to go back out of the country on New Year's Day, and I was just able to take that extra energy that I had, that extra clarity of mind, and just put it into this program, which is where it should have been all along. So I actually was able to really crush it Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday was New Year's Day, and I will admit I had a little too much fun New Year's Eve. So New Year's Day was a total rest day, but then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, today, I've just been able to throw myself right back into it. We hit the goal that we set for running. We set new programming goals. We wrote new programmings, which I'm going to talk about next week. And I really just started to refine the passion in what I was doing because I am really looking forward to this. And I just kind of lost sight of that. You know, this isn't just a journey to the biathlon. It's a journey to some of these big dreams and goals that I've had that I just haven't been able to conquer yet. And, you know, I let some emotional things weigh me down, but I'm giving myself grace because I think that's the most important thing you can do. And the beautiful part that I've noticed as, you know, I've ramped back up this week is that the base that I built over the last 6 weeks of this just steady, consistent, you know, it might not have been as full bore as I wanted it to be, but this steady, consistent work. I've built confidence in myself that I can do it. I've built a great base. So now it's just time to go out there and take these very strategic goals that I've set. We talked about the running one last week. I have wrote new programming, creative ideas to both get me my physique goals as well as my biathlon goals. And, you know, this is all just gonna keep coming together as we make this journey. And I think that's kind of the coolest part about having a vlog, about welcoming you guys in, is you can see I'm human. I had some heavy emotional things weigh me down, but I just kept kind of fighting through in the way that I could. And now that I've busted through those emotional blocks, I'm just on fire and I'm just ready to go. So week 7, we got our ish together, we did our thing, and I'm super excited to share it with you, and I'm super excited to share the next couple weeks with you because I have some great ideas for filming, and now my brain's just full of ideas, and I've got clear head, clear heart, And that is what we are gonna do. We're gonna press forward, move forward. So thank you for joining us as we go on to this week's journey of the 2020 Canine Biathlon. So it's Monday, I'm getting ready to head to the gym, and if you can always so tell, I film my intros and outros the same day. I'm freezing today. If you watched the last intro, you know why. You know why. Anyways, I'm doing what I said. I've got my workbook with actual what I'm doing written down so that I can record weights. This is going to be the last full week that I work out in solely my gym. I am on kind of a finance detox after moving in the holidays, so I can't justify purchasing gym equipment, and quite frankly, I'm outgrowing what I have. So for shoulders and some chest days, I will be able to still use it, but for legs and back, some backs, depends on what my programming is, but as it's written right now, back day, I need a gym. So my HOA has a free gym, and it's actually like a legit gym. So I'll be able to have like a deadlift platform. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna block like an hour midday, based on their slowest time. Cause to be honest, I'm very hesitant to go to the gym with the weight gain. It's, you know, the last time I was in a gym, I was a power lifter and I was fit and I was really strong. And so going into a new gym, you know, 20 pounds overweight and not near as strong is very intimidating to me. And I'm sure after a couple weeks, I'll be fine and everything will feel normal to me and I'll just block it out and just go. But for the first couple weeks, I am gonna go during the day and try to go when it's not super busy so that I can be confident in myself and build the confidence slowly. So anyways, the program's written down. I'm actually gonna be very, very, very good about recording, which is something I've always done, the weights, the reps, and how I feel, so that I have a true, legit process to determine how good I am. So I'm gonna go now. And I'm probably gonna have to take a layer off. Peace out. Oh, hi. Hi, what's up? I'm not sure what you're doing. Hi. Hi. Can you touch? Oh, I don't know what this is about. Can you touch? Beans, can you touch? Can you touch? There you go. Such a brave little boy. What is that? What is that? Say, Mom, your weight. You're only doing a 50-pound bench, Mom? Weakling. You're a weakling, Mama. So I got this new running jacket, and it was only $30 on Amazon, and now I know why. Why is the pocket back here? Like, how am I don't get it. But it was $3, so sweet. I'm just an all black ninja. All black. This is also my first run since being sick. I did hike over the weekend and it kicked my keister. So this is my first actual run back and I've been dreading it all day. It's cold in my house. It's cold outside. Dreading. Good heel. Good heel. Nice work. Nice work. All right, let's run. Lead on. Lead on. Good, steady on. Good, steady on. Good boy. Good, steady on. Good. Nice work. Nice work, steady on. Good. Good. Steady on, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Steady on. Good job. Good. Good work. Mommy almost tripped. Good idea. Alright, good boy. So it is about the end of my workout on Thursday, shoulder day, which happens to be one of my faves. And I will say, it has been just like the first day really, like my lifting program's been spot on this week. It's the first day like really getting back to diet, and oh, it feels so good. Like I feel like I can move again. Like I felt like a sloth from all that food. So I'm very, very thankful to be back. And my head and my heart are clear, and it's 2020. And even though I'm not a resolution girl, I got goals. And every workout gets us one step closer, fiends, right? One step closer? Yeah. Peace. Touch. Yes. Yes. So much brave. Yes. 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 Good boy. Off. Touch here. Good boy. You're good. Touch here. Yes. Touch. Good. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yes. Here. Here. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm super proud of this because this is actually incredibly wobbly because I don't have it fully tightened yet. So I'm so damn proud. So these weights actually keep it from wobbling a little bit, but good boy. Good brave boy. Sometimes I do workouts in the house for the higher up stuff because I can't do it by myself. It's a little morning meltdown, 100 downbeat strength, done. So on Saturday mornings, I like to have something that fits my macros, but at the same time is way more fun than my regular. So I am making protein pancakes, and we've got, and of course my whey protein, and then the kicker for the fun Saturday. I just put a little bit of this in there. So I don't really have any measurements. I go very much by feel. But 1 scoop of protein powder. I weigh this out only because I track it, so this way struggling peeps, I'm struggling over here. I usually use about 1/3 of a cup, but it's 34 grams. Then we bring the egg in. And this is when I like to start to mix it because the milk is only enough to bring it together. So I'm making a total mess. I also just noticed that this chocolate's called Montezuma's. I really hope it doesn't result in Montezuma's revenge. I cracked myself up, people. I cracked myself up. Needs more. So we are planning a nice run after this. Usually I'm like way up and at it earlier on a Saturday, and I don't generally eat before I run. Oops. A little too much. But I had to wait for a washer repairman to come, so it is what it is, you know? I've watched some Lost in Space, and I have drank some coffee, and now I'm making some pancakes, and life is good. So, then, struggling. This just like didn't want to open, people. I am not ever going to have a cooking show, so don't look for that. So, same thing. 14 grams, perfect. So it's about half of a serving, which is perfect. Again, not going to have a cooking show, people. No cooking show. This is also like a 4-minute clip here, so sorry. Boom, I'm gonna put it in the, ooh, that's really hot on the outside. That was dumb. I'm gonna put it in the waffle iron and then waffles. We have the post-shower salad, post-lift as well. The salad actually kind of has very special memories for me, I guess, if you can have memories on a salad. But back in the day, I used to manage a gym, and there was this place called Bogo Pizza across the street, and they had these Italian marinated salad things, and it's basically what I just recreated, which is chicken marinated in Italian dressing and romaine and pepperoncinis and onion and tomatoes with some ranch on top. And yeah, this salad just kind of takes me back to those fond memories of competing and being a manager of a gym and Bogo Pizza. Hello and welcome to Cooking with Michelle. No, I'm just kidding. I just feel like today all I have done is record food videos, but I realized that that was just such a huge part of something that I was missing. And really, quite honestly, I really wasn't following my diet, so. But this week has been a new week, this day is a new day, and Saturday is here. I've given myself the goal of 45 days absolutely hitting my macros, so 0 cheat meals, treat meals, whatever you want to call them. I personally don't have a binge eating issue, so I call them cheat meals. But there's none this month. It's just a way I like to get back in that consistency of writing down my macros, recording my macros, blah, 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 blah. So for me, I like on Saturdays though to mix up my foods and create something kind of like a day that I look really forward to. Now I like eating healthy, but come on a Saturday night, I'm editing, I'm in my cozies, I want pizza. I just want pizza. So this is my long time standing favorite recipe for pizza. So it starts with these awesome pitas. And I know pitas isn't real pizza, but trust me on this. These are the Joseph's pita bread. And for one pita, it's 1.5 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 2 grams dietary fiber, and 6 grams of protein. So you can have two. Yes, you can have 2. So I like to pop these in the oven before I put the other toppings on them, because you need them to be a little crisp. Let's be real, to have like kind of flatbread. So that's toasting. I've chopped up my pre-cooked chicken. This happens to be a chicken Alfredo pizza. So got pre-cooked chicken, diced tomatoes, red onion, some spinach, and mozzarella cheese. And then I just use, it's not a clean dressing, don't judge. I just use this, it's really good. A lot of the clean Alfredos are quite gross, to be real. They have no taste. So for as little as I use on the pizza crust, I use the stuff I like. So we're gonna hit pause on this while I chop some stuff up and those pizzas crisp, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's all together. Once they are a little crispy, I just top them up. This is my shortcut way of not using dishes. It's actually what really honestly makes weighing food very easy. Is just leaving the containers on and pulling out as you can. So that's my little trick if you learn anything from this cooking with Michele day. Next up, some spinach. La la la. I actually really don't like spinach, but I don't mind it on this. And then we've got 100 grams of chicken that I'd already cooked, ready to go. I like to put it under the other toppings because I don't really like chicken. I know, that's a weird thing not to like. I eat a lot of it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't really weigh my veggies unless I've cooked them in some sort of oil, etc. And by those kinds of veggies, I mean like onions, spinach. I actually know how many tomatoes I have used and so on and so forth. But like those kinds of veggies, no. And this might seem like a really strange topping, but I am obsessed with pepperoncinis. Obsessed. I already weighed out 1 serving of mozzarella cheese, as you can tell by my cheese on my oven. So there we go. Put some pepperoncinis on top on this one. And they are good to go back in the oven. All right, it is done. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. The best. And there you go. Yum. All right, guys, welcome to my backyard. Welcome. Welcome to my backyard. Just kidding. This is a Sunday ritual. Post-run of the coffee. We're playing fetch, so you will hear me take a ball. There will be interruptions, but this is one of my favorite things to do. I very rarely get to use my backyard this time of year because it gets so dark so quick, and it's been cold. So, anyways, earlier this week, we talked about intention and doing everything with intention. So I thought since I just finished my last run for the week, I would talk about the intentions behind my running program. So we're, 7 weeks in, and I really don't have anything to show for it. I don't. I am a stronger walker cardiovascularly. I've done some really cool climbs, but I don't have measurable things. I don't have things that I've reached, and that is the problem because another 7 weeks will pass and my goals are coming up and I'm not going to reach them. So with 2020's word of intention, I went back to the drawing board with how I'm approaching the running. So I started out this program on the Couch to 5K program, thinking that's a great way to start. And it was until I was getting to the weeks where it was like run 20 minutes, run 25 minutes. I hate running. Guys, I hate running. I don't want to be a runner. I've tried. It is not in me. It is not what I want. I hate it with every ounce of who I am. I hate running for long distances, like for a couple minutes at a time. I hate it. So I was finding myself walking more than running and getting discouraged and hating it. And I'm like, I don't want to hate what I'm doing. I get that you don't always like what you're doing, but hating what you're doing, that's not where I want to be. My neighbors just came out, so I'm sorry if you can hear them. So I went and I talked to my brother, who is an ultra athlete and coach, and his specialty, dude, bring it here. His specialty is trail running. And if you really break down ultra trail runners, they really don't run the whole time. They walk, they power hike, they run when they can, they use the terrain to their advantage. And that's a smart way to approach things, because the Couch to 5K does not translate to trail. If you go out to run it and you're running for 20 minutes, you can't actually run for 20 minutes. A lot of times you're climbing, you're scrambling, you're going down, your dog's going to the bathroom, blah, 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 blah. So then you just feel like you didn't reach any of your goals. So he suggested the very, very commonly used every minute on the minute method. Now that's a really well-known strength training method, but I had never thought about it for running. So basically run a minute, walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute. So coming back from being sick, I still was having a lot of cardiovascular issues. So I just started with a 7-minute run. So we were doing 1 mile and 7 minutes off, 7 minutes on, every other minute. And then we just walk. Now, Phoenix and I get a lot of steps in a day, but we usually do it in about 2.5 mile increments, because that's about what we cover in 45 minutes to an hour. So I said, okay, let's do this. Instead of meandering through our daily walks, let's have them be with intention. And let's start this every minute on a minute cycle at least 4 days a week. I was like, that's cardiovascularly, we're going to move through those miles. We're going to become stronger walkers when we walk, so that eventually we can cover those, steps that we do faster. And I got to thinking, I'm like, wait, what is your end goal? I'm like, my end goal is to cover more miles faster. So yes, this vlog is very much for the Canine Biathlon. And yes, my training is very, very, very helpful for that. But my end all be all goal is to hike some of these hikes that I haven't been able to hit. These 14ers, these alpine lakes that I want to hit. I need to be able to cover more miles more efficiently. And some of that comes from logistics. I can't carry enough water for me and Feeney to cover these miles at a slower pace. I need to be able to move faster so I'm not on trail as long, because if you're on trail when it's warmer, you drink more water. When you're out there, you drink more water. So logistically, I need to cover more miles. And that's my goal. I have failed this alpine lake hike twice. I will not fail it this September. So that's like the end goal. So what I need is to have a stronger VO2 max and to be able to move quicker, longer. So I said, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to time our 3 miles using the 7 every minute on the minute that we're currently doing and see where we hit. So my first one I did earlier this week, saw where I hit. Saturday I did one, and then today I actually added 2 more just to see where I hit. So I did 9 running moments. And I'm just a little bit over 45. I'm like 46:30 for 3 miles. And I want to be at 45 for my first goal. So my first goal is to cover 3 miles in 45 minutes. Now, if I was running flat or moving on a flat surface, I definitely could hit this. The loop that I'm using the same loop, just going different ways. It goes up and down. So it's got a mix of trail and a mix of concrete, and it goes up and goes down. So I did not necessarily use it that strategically. I was running a lot of the ups, which slows me down. So, but regardless, that can happen on trails, so that's fine. So my first goal for week 8 is to consistently hit 3 miles in 45 minutes. So that's gonna put me, I'm gonna need to do about a 9 every minute on the minute. And that's okay. I can add that because now that I know that that's what I need, I can be strategic about it. So I can use some of the declines, I can use some of the flat, versus this week where I pretty much ran all uphill and I'm slow at uphill. So that is the first goal, is 3 in 3 miles in 45 minutes. And I added something to that because I wanted to look ahead to prep myself for the next goal. And I said, okay, 2 days a week when I have the extra time or the daylight, because a lot of times I am in the morning and it's hard to get the loops in the dark because I live in the desert, so we have animals. So 2 days a week minimum. Where was I going with this, guys? Oh, 4 miles. I'm adding an extra mile. So I stopped the watch, I stopped timing at 3 miles, but I continue to walk a 4th because my next goal is going to be to get that 4th mile in under an hour so that I can hit 4 miles in an hour, which is, you know, a 15-minute mile. So that's very doable. I just have to get myself in those mindsets and continually attack it and do it, and not, you know, take that first mile leisurely, which is what tends to happen with me. I kind of start out not really thinking about things. So again, being intentional. So that is the goal for running. I'm not a runner, and I need to stop saying it's a goal for running. A goal for my cardiovascular health and covering more miles more efficiently. Wow, that's a really long title, but that's what we're gonna call it, people. That's what we're gonna call it. Is using the every minute on the minute, minimum of 2 times a week, really tracking it, hitting that 4 mile mark, because I really want 4 miles to be a very easy thing for me to hit on a daily basis, and then we'll add a mile and we'll start moving things quicker. So I've got it written out. I'm not sure on the timing of things. I think it will be very easy for me to hit the 3 miles in 45 minutes because I just need to be more strategic. But I think it's going to be really hard once I start adding more miles. But that's part of the goal, is getting that cardiovascular strength up. My resting heart rate is amazing. I'm really happy with it. It's sitting at 62 right now, so we'll probably look at it and really measure if anything has changed in like 4 weeks or so. But I'm healthy. I just have to get past here and push myself a little bit harder and, again, be intentional. So that is the running plan. We're working a lot with the lead on and steady on, and oh my God, he's so cute right now. He's such a joy to run with. I'm gonna try to show you, but I don't think he's gonna stay. So hold on. Ooh. It won't focus. It won't focus. Sorry. It's on auto and it won't focus on him. But anyways, that is the goal. That is the plan. That is what we're doing. And I'm so excited to have an intentional goal that I can share with you, that we can celebrate and work through. And now I'm going to go shower. I'm going to get my lift on. I'm going to eat. Well, first I'm going to eat. I'm starving. Get my lift on, shower, and then I'm working on the office today. So, peace.